Hey, welcome to Second Best Golf. Garrett Anderson here, PGA teaching pro at golf clubs at the Tribute. Thanks for stopping by the channel. So excited for you guys to join us. We got something special for you today. We're out here at Golf Clubs at the Tribute. We are at the Old American Clubhouse right now. It's the old clubhouse we've combined into one facility. We got two different amazing golf courses, several practice facilities. It's amazing. This place is awesome. I'm real excited. We're gonna be on the back of the members range today. We're giving a lesson. We are turning athletes into golfers. We got a stud athlete. She's a sprinter at the University of Arizona. She is super fast, super explosive. We're gonna get her translating that explosive power into her golf swing. We're gonna get her mashing the ball just as fast off her club face as she is sprinting out of those blocks. Let's get started. Second Best Golf. Let's go.
I'm getting it done. I get it done, baby. Still number one. Shine like the sun. Yeah, we shining like the sun. Move making, earth taking, ground breaking. Go get it done. I'm getting it done.
Hey, it's Gary Anderson here. We're out here at the Golf Clubs of the Tribute on this beautiful sunny but chilly day. A little bit of breeze, but it's beautiful. Out here, special guest on this, we're turning athletes into golfers. Got the special guest out here today, Presley Money. She's helping us out today, turning her from a track star into a golfer, getting her addicted to the game. Presley, go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a senior at the University of Arizona. I'm from Texas originally, so I'm here for break and want to get a little better at golfing, getting a little competitive with my mom since she's been working at it and I have no golf experience, but the athlete in me wants to just automatically be better than her. So that's my goal.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited you're here. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Typically, athletes at the high level, at the Division I or into the professional ranks, they're so competitive. They've been competitive their whole lives, and then they run into a sport like golf where it doesn't come naturally. It doesn't come easy to them, and it's a challenge. But they're so used to being competitive and battling for everything that they find themselves being addicted to the game of golf. And that's what I love about it. That's what we're kind of working here. We're trying to turn these athletes, these elite level athletes, into golfers, creating that passion that they already kind of sense and they're starting to find, and then the challenge, the thrill of the hunt, the thrill of conquering something different that they haven't been able to yet. So we're out here trying to turn athletes into golfers. Perfect, let's get started. So first what I'm gonna have you do is we're gonna grab a club right in the middle of the bag, okay? Reason I do that is I want to build one swing. I don't want you to have 14 different swings depending on what club you have. Okay, so we're gonna start right in the middle of the bag with a 7-iron. So whatever we do with this, we can do with every club, okay? So we're going raw. Do what you do, okay? So I just want you to, I'm gonna put a ball down and you just swing and hit it. So we have a baseline of where we're starting.
Okay. Ooh, pressure.
Hey, the pressure's on me, and I truly mean that, okay? Because you just do what you do, you listen to what I tell you to do, and the pressure's all on me, because if I can't get you to do it, it doesn't matter. It's all on me, okay? So you just relax and enjoy it.
Oh.
Hey, all right.
I hit the ball.
Hey, there we go. Hey, we're off to a great start.
Oh,
okay.
Same thing.
That's all right. It's all right. Again, no worries, no pressure. It's all on me.
Okay.
Hey, nice. Okay, beautiful. All right, so you got a lot of good foundation and fundamentals already. Like the stance is pretty good. We want it to be nice and athletic.
Bend my knees a little.
We'll relax them.
Okay.
Okay, and so we'll kind of talk about that. With the stance and the width of the stance, okay, this is what I do with a lot of the kiddos when they're getting started. You put your feet together and you just kind of hop up, and wherever your feet land, that's kind of where they go.
Okay.
Okay, so then the toes flared out just a little bit, and what that does is it keeps us from swaying outside of our phone booth, and it gets us rotating inside there, okay? We want to start with our legs, start with them nice and tall, locked out, okay? Hinge at the waist so your arms hang nice and relaxed right below your shoulders, okay? So now, once we're there, we just relax our knees. So we're nice and athletic, perfect. And the reason we do that is so that we can do that the exact same way every single time.
Okay.
We want to be like a machine where our legs and our arms are levers of the machine, and our head and our spine and our core is that base. And so as those things turn, those levers stay the same, and we can return right back to the ball every single time. Okay? Perfect. All right, so go ahead and set up there. Arms are long, legs are long. Awesome. Now with the grip, okay, we want to have the club going right in through these fingers. All right, so we can wrap, and that meat of our hand right there is going to go right on top of the club.
Oh, okay.
So that thumb will start there, and it just goes right here. And what we want is that Titleist logo on the back of your glove matching and facing the same direction as that club face. See how that's pointing out towards where we want it to go, okay? And then with it resting right in there, you should be able to hinge straight up like that.
Okay.
Perfect, like a hammer, okay? Now, that thumb is a hot dog. Your lifeline is a hot dog bun, okay? Oh, you got the Jackie Joyner Kersey nails. I love it. It's a throwback, yeah. All right. So then our thumb and finger are going to be like a trigger right there. And again, so we want to double check it, make sure we're going there. Perfect. And that's where we'll end up going to the top. We'll have that little hammer, and then we'll come down, and that'll release it right back to square, okay? So now, when we set up where the ball should be in relation to our feet, we want to go based off of the back of the club head, okay? And this is a rare and unique way to look at it, but the research that I've done shows that this is the way it's black and white. We just go based on whatever club we're using. It tells us where the ball goes, okay? So the back of the club head goes to the middle of your feet, your zipper, your sternum, and your nose.
Okay.
So right here will be the middle of your stance, right there. And that puts that ball right there. Now think about it, if you had a driver, it's a little bit thicker head, so the back of the club head is there, where does that put that ball?
Okay.
Right there, okay? Now, these clubs were designed with a little bit bigger head and a little bit offset right there, so it's off there. And that's to put the ball a little bit further forward in your stance, help get the ball in the air. Now, pros, their clubs are really, really thin. They can
So
have the
it's
ball
right
further
there.
back because they have the speed and everything that they can generate to get the ball up in the air, okay? Perfect, so that way we know, again, we set up the exact same way every single time, okay? Arms are long and straight, shoulder sockets nice and relaxed, okay? You're like those car dealership inflatable things, okay?
With
Yeah,
arms?
the
Okay.
arms are long, but the shoulder sockets are nice and relaxed so they can whip around, okay?
Alrighty.
All right, so set up to it. Perfect. Now, when we're swinging, we want to feel like the handle, the top of the handle, and your belly button, or your elbows and hips, those are kind of connected by an invisible string, okay? Perfect. Yep, just like that. So as you turn back, those turn back together, okay? And then we're going to bend this arm, and that makes an L, okay? So that can bend up, make an L right there. Perfect. So it's a square right here. That one stays nice and straight. Perfect. Now we're going to come down, back to long and straight, to there. Now that one bends, and that one goes, and we finish right there. Your new profile picture, right there. Perfect. See how the shaft
Back of my hat.
and the shafts match right there. Okay. Perfect. So we want to swing with that finish in mind.
So whenever I swing back like this, do I lift this foot up too, or do it's just like a turn?
So
my belly button?
that's a great question. So most people say keep that heel on the ground, okay? I don't necessarily mind it if it means it's helping us turn, okay? If it gets us to move our head up and away, I don't like it, okay? So really focus on the core, and you're flexible enough, you're an athlete, okay? We can turn back with the core, and it can come in. I want that knee kind of coming in, and try to not have it come up, because then you can see how it kind of shifts you, and now we got to make sure we're back together.
Level.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So the head stays level. All right. So go ahead and give that a shot, okay? Over there, we're twisting back, and then get to that finish. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. So give me a practice swing without a ball here, and I want you to swing all the way through to that finished pose. So we twist back and all the way through. Very good. Very good. Good. Okay. All right. Do that one more time, and I want you to go at like 50%. So just nice and smooth. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, do that one more time. twist, back, and through. Very good, very good. Okay, I want you to do that same thing, same speed.
Oh.
Okay, that's all right. Twist back, arms are nice and long. Turn back and through. Okay, good. Now, the one we swung over the top, okay, we kind of lifted our head up, and that one you're like, I'm not lifting my head up, so you did the opposite, right?
Yeah,
So we
so
went
I
down.
went down.
Yep, so keep that head perfectly level, and we're just twist, twist, back and through. Holy smokes.
That felt good.
That was freaking awesome, that girl. Great job. Now, the coach and me, we don't do it till we get it right.
Yeah.
We do it till we can't get it wrong, right?
Alrighty.
So, let's do it again. Now, here's a warning, all right? You hit that one fantastic. Now, here's what typically happens. Man, I hit that one good. Imagine if I really swing hard, how far it's gonna go. No. If we want the ball to go further, we get a different club.
Okay.
We want the exact same swing, okay? This club, 7-iron, with your swing that we're developing, eventually there will be a dispersion. If we were to track all the balls where they land, it'll be a circle, right? Some longer, some shorter, some right, some left. That'll determine how far you hit your 7-iron. If we want to hit it further than that patch, we would hit a 6-iron or a 5-iron, right? That doesn't mean we don't want to overswing.
So it's not changing my swing, it's just
It's not changing your
the
swing. It's just
club.
changing the club if
All
we
right.
want a different distance, okay? All right, so that same thing. Okay, it's all right.
I think I went down a little on
Yep.
that one.
Yep. So we want to swing all the way through to that finish. Okay, it's all right. All the way around. You want that belly button and handle going all the way around your body. Okay, see how we're kind of finishing facing off here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so give me a practice swing. I want you to swing all the way without the ball. Go ahead and go doing it
Oh.
without the ball, and I want you to get
Finish
that
all the way.
all the way around. The handle and the belly button are going around and all the way through. There we go. Good, good, very good. Okay, that same thing, almost like your belly button is throwing that handle, which is throwing the ball out towards your target. 1, 2, 3. Atta girl. Very good, very good. Good. That was awesome.
Yay.
And you're doing great because typically what
I
happens.
want to get like a few good ones in a row.
I-
And then,
hey.
and then I'll feel better.
Hey, I hear you. I hear you. Now, typically with beginner lessons, we're using a tee, and we're just hitting it up, like we're literally just hitting the tee just to work on it. The fact that we're already hitting a golf ball says
What's
a lot
the
about
point of a tee?
it. Elevates it a little bit easier.
Okay.
Easier to find the center of the club face. Now, when we're hitting driver, we hit it on a tee because it's elevated. The club head is a lot thicker. We're allowed to do that. The first shot on each hole, you tee it up.
Okay.
Because you're typically hitting the driver. On par threes, you use a tee. Anytime you can use a tee, use a tee.
Okay.
It just helps get the ball elevated so it's hitting the center of the club face. Whereas if it's off the grass, what we're doing is essentially we're hitting down through it, compressing, hitting ball, and all this crazy stuff that we don't want to think about. We just want to swing and allow the club to come down. It hits down through the ball. Those grooves grab the dimples, spin it, get it going where we want to do.
Okay.
But if you think about all that,
Yeah.
we're screwed,
Okay.
right? So I just want you to
I'm
swing.
just hitting the ball.
Yep, don't think, just swing. Get all the way to that finish.
Okay.
Okay, good, good. Now I'll show you. Before you hit this one, see, here's the deal. If I get you going rapid fire, then it's hard to build in that feeling that we want. Okay, so we dropped a little bit, and see, look at your arms. See how they kind of bent right here?
Oh yeah.
That caused us to have a little bit inconsistent contact, and that turned that club face over, turn it over, and it didn't quite get in the air. Okay, so keep those arms nice and long and let it sweep through.
Yeah, I haven't been thinking about keeping
Yep.
this arm straight.
Awesome.
Ooh,
awesome
that was
job.
straight down the middle.
That was freaking great. Jeez.
I just ordered some of those loud balls on Amazon to get for Richard for Christmas.
That's so great.
So I want to go hit with him and then just slide him in there, and then he'll be like, "What in the world?"
That is so great. I love it. Good, good. And you now that wasn't perfect contact like the one right before, but where did it go?
Straight.
Now, why is that? Because you rotated correctly. Okay. Now, if you didn't rotate correctly, or if the handle was ahead of the hips, or the hips were ahead of whatever, it goes right and left. Okay. You ever play basketball?
Yes.
Okay. You know when you're shooting a basketball, if your elbow's out like this, we can miss long or short, right or left, whatever. We get that elbow underneath, we can only miss long or short. That's essentially what you just did there, is you got your elbow under, right?
Okay.
So when we rotate, it takes away the right and the left. We may hit it a little thin or a little bit heavy, but it goes straight. So that was perfect rotation.
Okay, and then this is also kind of like the follow through.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking about
Absolutely,
earlier.
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It gets us, because we can't, just like shooting basketball, yes, you can maybe make one if you just kind of flick it out there, but typically when you're teaching someone the fundamentals, you can't get to a balanced follow through if you didn't do everything right in the shot, right? Same thing with the swing. If you swing with that finish in mind, it gets us balanced and connected and smooth all the way through to that spot. So yes, very good. All right, there you go. Nice and smooth, good setup every single time. Let the club do the work, back and through. It's all right, it's all right. And as you're swinging through, I want you to go all the way up on there, swing all the way through, all the way up here, all the way to that finish. There you go. Show me some shoe.
Okay.
Good, very good. Doing awesome.
Thank you.
Ugh.
I'm just happy to make contact.
Hey, I hear you. I got to get you addicted to this game. So when
Yeah.
you're done running,
I know, this is definitely lighter on the body.
oh yeah. Okay, keep that head nice and level. As we're turning back, try not to stand up. Perfect, perfect. Yep, yep. Now, and here's the thing. When a lot of times we're told to keep your head down. I don't necessarily want you to keep your head down because we don't see Nelly Corda do that, right? I want you to keep your head level. Okay, so it stays there. We're rotating around and we're watching it go out there like we're shooting a rifle. Okay, there, all the way through. Okay, so keeping that head level, looking at the back of that ball.
Level.
Heck yeah.
Woo!
So freaking good. Atta girl.
See, it's fun whenever you're doing good.
I know it. Hey, that's the secret of golf right there.
I used to hate going to Top Golf because I was like,
Nope.
I'm going to embarrass myself.
Yep.
Now-
You see that smile
now
right
I'm
there?
Gonna go.
That smile right there is the addiction. Good. Good. Okay. So it went a little bit out to the right there. Okay. Now the contact sounded good. It was whatever, but obviously the club face was facing out there. Okay. So what happens is if my belly button or my hips go first, look what that does with that club face. It leaves it out there.
So it's a timing thing.
It's a timing thing. Yep,
Okay.
yep. So feel that handle and that belly button go around your body at the same time. Okay, good. Back and through.
Oh.
Close. All right, so give me a practice swing here. All right, and I want you to think, okay, so you heard me saying back and through, okay, or 1, 2, 3. Now, close to Christmas time, so we can even say jingle bells, but the cadence, okay, is the tempo, all right? Tempo is the rhythm of the swing. It's, you know, when you're doing your A skips and B skips, you know, all that.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a rhythm in running, right?
Yeah.
Especially with hurdlers where you're trying to, you have to have that. So with the golf swing, the rhythm or the tempo is the soul of the swing,
Okay.
all right? So it's like with people, right? You can have all the good looking parts. You can have all the good looking parts of the swing. You have all the good looking parts of the body. But if you don't have a soul, you're not worth a whole lot, okay? It kind of flows everything together, all right? We've been kind of working on the checkpoints, like a connect the dots drawing. Your best swings, you've just kind of flowed to those, and it's that painting, okay? So think smooth and fluid, and 1 coming back, 2 is relax, 3 coming through.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, back and through. I was never a
Jingle
good.
bells.
Yes, jingle bells. I was never a good dancer, so the rhythm kind of screwed me, but 1, 2, 3. Okay. You good? Okay, so when you're coming back, go ahead and flow back. Pause, okay? Remember that hammer we talked about with the grip?
Oh,
there we
yeah.
go. That's the and or the to or the
So do
goal.
I focus on the bin with this arm or with this arm or wrist?
Yes.
Both.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we make an L right here as that cocks up and
Okay.
then falls right back to Y and there. Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so give me a practice swing without a ball there. Doing that. So it's 1, 2, 3. Very good. Very good. And that's how we're going to get a little bit more speed going too. That's part 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay, see that one tried to get a little bit extra, right? So just don't think about cocking your wrist here. Just that little bit of a pause or a relaxation.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Ooh.
Now, notice we hit behind it there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So our head was going side to side.
Yeah, I don't think I
Okay.
was even
so that
looking at it.
changes our low point, right? So if you have think about a hula hoop. So put your feet together just a touch. Okay. Not quite
Oh.
that much. Okay. So a hula hoop, right? Makes a circle around us. All right. If we hinge at the waist, that hula hoop where it touches the ground is the low point of our swing.
Okay.
The path of our swing is like that hula hoop is going around and around. If the center of our body shifts that hula hoop, that changes that low point, right? So when our head goes this way, that changed your low point to right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep that head nice and steady, then twist around and through. Heck yeah, atta girl. Great job, great job. Nice, excellent job.
Two in a row.
Way to hold your finish. Beautiful. Nice, nice. Very well done. All right. Fumbling. Hands are so cold. All right, so set up every time. Good grip, posture, stance, all that. And now we're just letting it happen. Back and through. Excellent,
I don't even
excellent
know where
job.
that one went.
It went out there. Very good.
Ooh,
That was so
I like
good.
that.
Yeah, that was so good. Man. All right. Okay, so we'll do one more with the 7-iron, then we'll kind of prove my theory on same swing, different club.
okay.
Okay, that's right. So we had a little bit of this,
Yeah.
right? Okay. All right. Hybrid. All right. It's a 5 hybrid. Okay. What's a hybrid?
I don't know.
Okay. Perfect. All right. What's the word hybrid mean? Kind of an in between, right? Or
Yeah.
a mixture. That's essentially what it is. It's a mixture of an iron and a wood.
Okay.
See how that one's a little skinnier?
Is there
That one's
wood in
chunky.
it? Or it's
No,
just,
it
okay.
used to be a wood.
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day it was made out of wood.
Okay.
Now like the people who are kind of weirdos, they call them fairway metals or whatever. But
Okay.
yeah, it's so this is an in between an iron and a wood. Okay. Now it's a little bit longer club. Okay. It'll go a little bit longer distance
Okay.
with the same swing. Because the head is further away, that travels faster. The more speed going through the ball, the further it goes, okay? And then it'll go a little bit lower than your 7-iron, but the swing is still the same. So when we set up
The
again,
ball will be a little bit forward since
Yes.
it's fatter.
Yep, that's right. That's right. Now don't judge it, okay? It's just a little bit, it's big boned, it's not
A little
fat.
thicker.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah, thick. Send a little bit further from it so your shoulder sockets can be relaxed because they're a little bit shrugged, okay? Relax the knees just a touch.
Like that.
Yep, perfect. And then same smooth swing.
Is that good?
Yeah.
All right.
Is the Pope Catholic? That was awesome. Okay, now I'm going to show you this. It went out to the right, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, look at
Oh,
setup.
my head.
Well, but look where the back of the club is.
Oh.
It's almost off your right foot, right?
Yeah.
So there's no way that club head's going to get turned around. Even if you hit it perfectly square or perfectly clean, look at that club face. We're going way out there.
Okay.
Yep, and your head and everything else. But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
So make sure that we're set up every single time, because you can have the perfect swing, but if we're not set up correctly or our grip isn't good, it's not going to matter. Good. Dead straight. Can hang laundry on it. Very nice. Excellent job. So good. Atta girl. Great job. You're killing it.
Thank you.
And I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. Like, you're truly doing amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. Don't gas me if I'm not doing good.
I won't.
But
I won't.
if I am, I'll take it.
You are. You're doing great. Very impressive.
Oh.
Okay, so what happened there?
I think I came down on it hard.
Yeah. And you kind of hit it instead
Yeah.
of swung, right? We kind of just stopped there. I want you to swing all the way through. Back and through. Swing with that finish in mind. Ooh. Good practice swing. You're good. Head level, looking at the back of the ball. Okay. Then we kind of just stop there, get all the way around. There we go. Yep, perfect. Narrow your stance just a little bit, because what it does is if our stance is too wide, okay, all right, when we swing, we transfer our weight from our center over to our right side and our left side. If my feet are too wide, watch what happens as I transfer my weight. I have to slide.
You're swinging
right?
out, yeah.
Or if I'm a little bit more narrow, I can still transfer my weight to my right leg by keeping my head somewhat centered.
Okay.
So anytime you start getting a little bit haywire, a lot of times it's just narrow your
Stance is
stance.
too wide.
Atta girl. Great job. Great job. Great finish at the end there, all the way through. Show me that shoe. Okay. Now I'll show you this one.
I could tell that one was going to be bad when I came up for some reason. I
And
don't know why, but
I'll show you. That was
okay.
perfect. Yep, it's awesome that you recognize that. Okay. See an athlete that's aware of their body. Okay, what'd you bring it back with? See how your hands just kind of lifted up?
Yeah.
You never really actually got all the way turned, right? So when we get too handsy, we come across we're not going to be consistent. Even if you hit that one pure,
Yeah.
it's not going to go where we want it to go. So essentially, we tried to hit it.
Yeah, I looked like that.
Instead of swing. We want to feel like our core, really engage that core.
All right.
Belly button brings it back. Belly button brings it through. Heck yeah. So good. So good. Watch the difference. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks smoother too.
Bingo. Yep. Turn back with your body, through with your body. Excellent job. All right, a couple more of those and then we'll hit some drivers. Good stance, good setup, good grip. I love it. Close, close. Just keep those arms nice and long.
Okay. Oops.
Close, close, close. See how we kind of fell towards our toes a little bit?
Yeah.
Right? So if you think about it, this is the club head. If I'm falling that way, look where that's hitting. It's kind of
Yeah.
not going to find that center of that club face, okay? So make sure we're staying centered over those feet. There you go, nice and relaxed. Good, very good. Great pose at the end there. profile picture?
Yeah.
Just weirdos like me have that as my profile picture. Good. Okay, keep that head centered, looking at the back of that ball, because again, if we shift our hula hoop and our center, that changes that low point to on top of the ball where we're hitting it right in the forehead instead of hitting it right back behind there. So keep that head looking at the back of the ball, our nose lined up with the back of the club. There we go.
Okay.
Twist back and through. Very good. Excellent job. Atta girl. All right. Let's go onto the grass now and hit some drivers.
Is this from just people taking chunks out the ground?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So, because when you're hitting an iron, you want to hit the ball and then the grass, because like I was telling, when that club's coming down, you want to hit down through it. And so you definitely don't want to, yeah, so you definitely don't want to hit the ground before the ball.
Yeah.
'Cause it kills all the momentum. But so all these perfectly straight lines, that's like, if you go to a professional event and look at the driving range, it's all perfect strips, right? Whereas if you go look at that range or that range of these local golfers, it's a lot of this.
Okay.
Just scattered chunks, okay? All right, so the big mama. the
Yeah, this
driver.
is huge.
Yes. Is this one going to go further or shorter than the other ones?
Further.
Well, yeah, Lord willing, further.
I hope.
Yes. So it's lighter, it's longer, it'll go faster, has a bigger head. Now, the bigger the head, the flatter the surface, whatever, and this wind, all those things combined, it'll magnify any flaw we have, because the spin's going to just take off. Which, whatever, we're working on contact and getting it out there, and doing great with that. Okay. We don't change the swing. Might widen our stance just a touch, but we're just a little bit more patient. And what I mean by that is our jingle bells. Well, the club has to travel back further, right, to get all the way back before we can come back down. So just be a little bit more patient with the tempo. Okay. Again, we take the back of the club, put it in the middle of our stance. Our nose stays there. Okay. Make sure our arms are nice and long, and we're turning around and through. Okay. That's all right. So with the longer club, it's going to be more of a turn than so it's around and then around. So back and through. Remember feeling that there? Atta girl. Very, very good. Very good. All right, let's see it.
So do I try to keep it like high, like where the ball is, or I keep it as if I'm on the ground still?
That's a great question. Okay, now remember that hula hoop. Okay, picture a hula hoop coming up, touching the ground, coming up. This low point is where that hula hoop is touching the ground. So think about it when we had the ball on the ground. That low point is, it's coming down, it's hitting the ball, then it would touch the grass, and then the club would start coming up. Well, here, that low point is still here. That's why we set up at the back of the club, middle of the stance. Now it's starting to come up on that hula hoop. Look what it's doing. It's hitting up on it automatically.
Okay.
So that's why I like to say the exact same swing for all the clubs and let the club travel on that path the way it was designed.
Okay.
So all that to say,
So this just pops it up, kind of.
it'll hit it up. It'll be swinging up on that path, hitting it up off that tee by you just swinging.
Okay.
Okay. So you just keep your arms long, legs long. You're turning around and all the way through that finish. Excellent job.
Oh, whoa.
That was awesome. Very well done.
Where'd the tee go?
Here.
Oh.
That was really, really good. Okay. So we're going to stand a little bit further from it. Okay. Just so that, because if you're standing over the ball and you feel your shoulders kind of hunch like this, now think about it. I got the bend in my arm, my shoulders are here. Now when I go swing through, my arms are long. It adds all the length to the club, and that's why we kind of hit behind it a little bit, okay? So keep your arms long, your legs long, everything relaxed. Oops. Oh, that one is straight.
Lord, I squatted yesterday. I just bent down too fast.
Arms are nice and long and straight, so if you have to stand back from it just a little bit more, that's fine. All right, now turning back and through. Excellent job. So good. So good. A few more here. That's all right. You were trying to hit that one.
I was.
Yep. Arms nice and long and relaxed. There we go. Back and through. Excellent job. Excellent job. Now, we want this game is extremely frustrating. And that's just a warning because you're doing great. But then it gets really, really frustrating. The key is to just relax, right? It's like when you're running, okay? And it's funny, I gave a lesson one time to this lady and she, bless her heart, I even asked her, I'm like, are you the one that's in control at your house? Because you could tell, she has to be in control. And she's like, it's just so frustrating because if I go and run, I just run. I don't have to think about all this. I go, bingo. You don't tell your right leg, then your left leg, then your right.
Yeah.
You just run. And just, if you were to run tense, right, you're not going to run as fast.
Yeah.
Same thing with swinging. If I'm tense, I'm not going to be able, the club's not going to go as fast. Relax. I'm the only guy in your life that's allowed to tell you to relax. Okay? It doesn't work out for anyone else. But when you relax and let it happen, don't make it happen. Okay? That's when we actually.
Like all that makes sense.
Yeah.
My coach is always like, you were trying to run fast on that one. That's why it's too like stressed and robotic.
Yep. Absolutely. We want to be like a machine, but a well-oiled machine where it's just letting it happen.
Oh.
Okay, that's right. So that when we kind of moved our head and we tried to hit it with our arms instead of letting it go nice and smooth. See how I held that there because I'm not trying to get hit. It's happened before.
I won't.
Nice and smooth. Back and through. Okay, all right.
Oh, gosh.
You guys don't work on hand-eye coordination and track?
No.
Okay, got a little
Took a good chunk out the ground on that one.
That's all right. So why do you think we did that?
So I came down on it.
Yep, yep. So we want to turn more around. It's all right. All right, so this one, all you're thinking about is just 1, 2, 3. Back and through. Excellent job. So good. So good. All right. A couple more. I'm freezing my baguettes off. Stand a little bit further from it so your arms can be long. Okay, stand up a little bit taller. There you go. We're turning back and through. Atta girl. So
straight down the
good.
middle.
So good. So good. All right, 2 more.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to be consistent.
Yes, that's the key word. Now, to get there, it's that same setup, same grip, same stance, all of that, and then letting it happen. Back and through. Okay? And then knowing what we did and how we did it and why we did it and how to not do it, right? It's easier to do that when everything is set up the same, when the grip is the same. But if all of those are all wonky, it's hard to know what we did wrong. So good. Atta girl. Hey, great job.
Thank you.
You did awesome.
Got a good coach.
Yeah, hey, proud of you.
Thank
Very,
you.
very good. Go Wildcats.
Yeah. Murda.
Awesome. Seriously, that was so good.
Thank
Very
you.
impressive.
It's fun to hit off that one
Oh, yeah.
because then I just feel super strong.
It's the big mama. It's funny
Yeah.
because during one of my junior camps, one of my boss's son was out there. And with the kiddos, it's all just fun and whatever. And I told him, all right, grab your big mama. We're going to hit the big mama now. Kept referring to the big mama. Well, he goes home and his dad's like, all right, so what was your favorite part of camp? He goes, hitting the big mama. And he's like, the what? It's like, the big mama.
It's like, what are y'all doing out
Yeah,
there?
so he goes, what are you teaching them? I never said that it's called a driver.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, crap. Yeah. So.
I like the big mama.
Yeah, the big mama's good. Yeah, and it's the fun one.
Yeah.
People either love it or hate it, and that's because usually, goes the furthest and makes a loud sound and all that. But no,
Makes
you
me
did
feel like a real golfer.
Yeah. All right, I want to thank Presley Money for joining us out here today. She did so awesome. We're turning athletes into golfers, and we saw that addicted smile on her face after she hit a couple of clean ones there. I think she's hooked. I can't wait to check back in with her after her track season, and we'll really get her golf game going. So what are your thoughts? How was it?
I definitely get it. Before I was like, golf seems boring, a little slow paced for me. I'm used to going as fast as I can, but yeah, whenever you really get good contact with that ball and hear that good sound and see it go far, it's definitely rewarding.
Oh, yeah.
And I think I have a new hobby that I'm gonna pick up after this next season once my season's over.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to help you get going on that Jersey
Yeah,
journey.
a lot of
and it's gonna
nice
be
golf
fun.
courses in Arizona
For
that
sure.
I can check out.
For sure. And I think you need to bring your coach along with you.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll get her hooked too.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Go ahead and follow Presley_Money on Instagram. Check her out. Thanks, girl. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Round and round the world I go. There's one thing I ain't seen. Never ever found someone